feature of the Immersive Worlds Handbook. I'm at the Paris, Las Vegas, and I just had to stop here and show you this sign, which is actually one of my favorite theming signs, and I've talked about this in quite a few places, so I wanted to finally feature it on video. The cobblestone floor you are about to enter is a recreation of an authentic Paris street. It is an uneven surface, therefore please watch your step. So definitely a statement about theming here at Paris, Las Vegas. So when I shot this video feature, I thought I was just going to leave it at that, but now in retrospect I feel like that would be a little bit unfair. So maybe I'll just explain why this is my favorite Las Vegas theming sign. I think for me there's two reasons. On the one hand, when you look at a sign like this, particularly if you're a social critic of theming, you can't help but raise an eyebrow. And I think for the social critic, they would look at this and they would laugh and they would say, well, how ridiculous it is to imagine that one could recreate an authentic Parisian street. But this very reason then, I would say, is the other reason that I'm so curious with this sign is because I think from the side of the guest who visits the Paris, Las Vegas, there's something rather charming about this. And I think you can imagine a typical guest coming to Paris and expecting something like this, expecting a sense of magic, expecting a sense of fantasy, all the kinds of things that we associate with theme spaces. And in the case of a theme space, I think if you see a cobblestone street and you reflect on it, maybe you think a little bit about the fact that it is creating this fantasy world for you. But having this sign here right at the entrance of the casino, I think further emphasizes that. Now, of course, there's always an element to any design where we could say that maybe there's also a winking at us too, because maybe the realization is that most guests to the casino would not necessarily think that would be possible to recreate an authentic Parisian street. What would an authentic Parisian street be? Which goes back to this notion of authenticity and simulation and originals and copies and what exactly is entailed in theming. So in a sense, I guess that's a third reason as to why I really enjoy this sign, because deep down I think behind it there might be a wink at us, the guests who come to visit a space like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video feature today, focusing on my favorite theming sign here at the Paris, Las Vegas. And please come back for additional video features about theme spaces like these and many others from around the world.